let me give you a bit of a tour around Tampa Airport. So we haven't gone through security yet, just got here a little bit early and just grabbed something to eat. But let me show you the restaurants and shops they've got here. There isn't a great deal here, even when you go through security at the gate. There's not loads of options there as well. So the airport's quite small in comparison to Orlando. But the good thing about it is that it's not quite as busy. So it does mean you get through things generally quite quicker. So yeah, let me give you a little bit of a tour. So starting with the Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, doesn't need much explaining what that is. Serves the usual fare of American favourites: burgers, pizzas, beers, all that sort of stuff. There's a PF Chang's. Entirely sure exactly what sort of food they do. There's a menu outside. Let's go and have a quick little look. Oh yes, it's like sort of like Asian inspired food, so noodles, rice, salads, yeah, all of those, dim sum, all of those sort of things. Then in the middle of this building is a Starbucks over there, but I probably don't really need to show you too much of what is in a Starbucks. I'm sure you can all guess for yourselves. And then straight ahead of me is the Shoppers at the Bay Shore. There's a bit of a sort of a mix of like everything you'd expect in an airport. So clothing, some designer brands. There's like Tommy Bahama in there. They sell coffee, drinks, sandwiches, books, sort of electrical needs, cables, power banks, plugs, all of that sort of stuff. The only downside about this airport is that there's not really a great deal going on. It's not as busy as Orlando, which is good because you can get through a lot quicker, but the shops are a bit meh.
Jose Soriano, please pick up the nearest emergency telephone. Jose Soriano.
Toy Phoebe, $14.99. Opposite me in the distance is a store called Tampa Bay Sports that basically do merch for all the local sports teams here, so like the Buccaneers and the Rays. I'll add some footage in of inside of that store here so you can sort of see for yourselves. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Rays, the baseball team. The Buccaneers in the NFL. Not quite sure who the lightning bolts are. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Let us know in the comments if you know who they are. Right over. Oh, hang on a minute. Got the famous Phoebe. There's a giant flamingo in the middle of the entrance hall here, and that welcomes you. That everyone takes photos with, ourselves included. And then all the way over in the distance is a Wendy's, a Chick-fil-A, and a Mexican grill place as well. And that is pretty much it before you go through security. I'll film a little bit the other side of security and show you what's in there as well. But yeah, loads of seating, loads of facilities and everything, but yeah, not weighing much of shops. So if you're leaving it till the last moment to do any shopping, then I wouldn't wait until you're at the airport to try and spend those last few dollars. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you come through security into gate F, and this is the departure gates for all of F. There's not very many. You've got 76 to 90, so yeah, 14 gates, not loads. There's also not a great deal here either. So loads of seating. There's a bar up there and kind of like a cafe here. But then as you head down towards gate 85 and 90, you have like a tech store, pretty standard, cables, headphones. I had a little look at some headphones actually, and they were, the Apple AirPods Pro Max was $700, and we saw them in the Apple store in the mall, and they were, I think they were $600, so they're about $100 more from here at the airport, which is obviously massively overpriced and much more expensive. You can get them back home. There's another sort of cafe bar there. Standard duty free there, really small duty free actually, with a really small range of aftershaves and perfumes, a bit of liquor and alcohol and sweets, and that's about it. Bag store just there. Little eatery area there with another bar, coffee shop, and pizza place as well, I think down in the corner as well. We actually spent 24 hours at this airport last year when there was a thunderstorm and our flight got cancelled, so I know this place pretty well after that time. Almost lived here for the day. Keep walking down here, as you see, like loads more seating on the right at each of the gates. And then just coming up here on the left, there is Starbucks. And then finally, there's sort of like not a WH Smith's, but the equivalent of that, I suppose, with more sweets, bit of clothes, odds and ends that you might want before you get on your flight home, drinks, sandwiches. And then finally, Scar City Brewing, which is just a bar basically, serving alcoholic beverages. And then down into the final gates. We're taking off from gate 89 today, so we've got about an hour and a half until we take off now, so just be sitting it out and waiting to go home.